everybody!
Hi.
Hello.
It's Monday night, which is the perfect night to play D&D here with your friends, Dicey Miscrits. Let's go ahead. Well, not your friends. They're my friends. We're not your friends.
You may be my friend.
You could be our friends if you
subscribe.
Yeah, you could be our friends if you
Subscribing the thing,
subscribed. If
following.
you went on to the Discord.
I don't know what that is.
Instagram.
If you talk to us on the Discord, we will talk back.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
YouTube. These are
We
all...
really put the para in parasocial.
I'm really bad at talking shit, so don't hurt my
the
feelings.
social and parasocial. We put the social and parasocial
Yeah.
relationship.
There we go. That's the first.
I've heard the shit that you say when other people are not in the room. You are not bad at talking shit.
Don't hurt my feelings, please. I'm fragile. I'm a fragile little boy.
Oh,
I'm just a little guy. It's my birthday.
yeah. Everybody has to be nice to Mega.
For the next month.
On the note, I should start that off by saying you have very big shoulders. Your shoulders are very
We
big.
could not hear that,
And your
by
head
the
is,
way.
and your head is very normally sized.
You're very smart. And you're very...
You're very smart.
Oh, thank you.
Very
What's
capable.
the the breaking news segment where Brennan is kissing the head and like just saying things like I'm gonna take care of you.
Oh, Jesus.
So...
You never have to work again. You're too beautiful to work.
Oh, God, I wish.
D&D?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and.
I roll for initiative.
Oh, are we rolling?
Oh, we're rolling
Are you
for
fighting me?
Square up.
I roll.
I got a 10.
Middling roll.
And me, the person, has no modifiers to dexterity.
Flat 10. Where are we fighting? I don't...
Wait, he didn't say the
In a
name.
basement, right? You guys are in the basement.
Yeah, you frosted the.
Oh,
the
no,
top
I'm pretty
over
sure...
it.
No, we're talking about
Oh,
fighting
no,
in
well,
real life.
we're here outside.
guys.
They're in the basement.
Okay,
I should've-
so-
We don't have to do shit.
So, 10,
5.
5. Okay.
Oh, with
Not
actual
great.
modifiers? 11.
20.
11.
You don't...
I know. I'm
You
not.
don't
I'm not. I
just roll
know.
seven.
I know. I know. I'm not involved. I get it, Circle.
All right,
Here,
and
use my
yeah.
dice, that way they roll terribly.
let's do these methods. It's just sarcastically higher than your guys.
Did you take your sword back from me? I think you did.
No.
Okay.
Oh, this
Didn't
is
I try to
going
use it as a
really well.
primary and you took it from me?
I said, don't do that. I'm like, well, no, she didn't say. She like took it and then she like.
You explicitly said you were not using a pry bar.
Oh, yeah.
You explicitly
Yeah.
said you took the sword and didn't think to apply leverage to it.
Yeah. So you
Which
still have
is-
it. You said you were going to give it back, but I still have it written to you.
Okay.
So if you did give it back, it's not something that
I thought you grabbed the sword.
That's a different sword.
Oh.
different sword.
Never mind.
I
So
grabbed
you're
one.
welcome for leaving you with that sword.
Thank you. The alternative was I would cast Shadowblade and have a different sword.
Alright, I rolled to
Swords on
attack. I know I'm first in initiative with my 5, so.
I got a 7 actually.
We're
starting
Oh,
from the bottom
today. Don't you know?
Okay.
No.
It's opposite day. I hate it when kids say that. Urgh.
I haven't heard a child say that in literal years.
Well, maybe it's because I substitute for more elementary schoolers.
Do you still do that?
See, here's the thing: is
Not in a
when
hot
it's
minute.
opposite day, they don't tell you that it's opposite day.
Exactly.
They tell you it's not opposite day.
It's
because
not
it is.
opposite day.
Right? Oh, gosh, they're so stupid.
Yeah.
A little more.
It's like their brains haven't developed.
God,
something.
so squishy.
Yeah, those
Idiots.
little dumbasses.
Squishy and soft.
Idiots! Stupid!
And then I tell them something and they're like, nuh-uh.
Oh, we skipped straight over intros because we were doing it.
Yeah, no, we're not
We're
introducing any of you guys. We're jumping straight into combat.
We're doing straight into combat.
Hey,
We'll introduce ourselves as we go down.
hey man,
Oh yeah.
you
As
pick,
our turn comes up.
you guys get to say nothing. No one says your name at any point in the stream.
Ever. We're gonna have a combat. We're gonna have a total party kill. The three of us are gonna roll new characters, and you two.
Yeah, you
are
guys will
gonna
just
hope
introduce
that we
yourselves.
find you.
You guys just introduce your new characters, okay? Let's not even worry about these guys.
These guys are about to die in an icy basement.
So first up, it is the Mephit's turn. So they are sort of flying above you guys
Intro time.
as they emerged from this. The minute you grabbed the sword that seems to be made out of this strange, like, dark ice material. As soon as you laid your hand on the hilt and felt that chill run through your entire body, this weird fog that sort of adheres to the top of the room, they began to climb out. These ice methods begin to climb out of the fog. Twitch says we have an ad coming in, and now there's a timer for when the ad starts.
Do you haven't subscribed to yourself with
I don't know how
Prime?
that works. No, I don't think that's what that means.
Oh, did we sound check so we know that
Yes,
we have
we
audio?
sound
Okay.
checked.
Oh, do you actually get a warning now about when an ad's about to go?
Yeah. So do we like
School in
stop
the dark.
Yeah, that's
and
why I
then
handed
wait
it
for
to
the
you.
ad to end and then we start back up again?
Well, no, because on the recording we're not gonna
Stop.
see the ad.
So are we gonna have to cut every time we see an ad?
No, I think we
Anyways.
just keep going.
Please don't.
These
Yeah,
ice
right.
methods crawl out of the ceiling, out of this icy, chilly mist that sort of hangs to the top.
They can subscribe.
Yeah. that makes it
And all three of them are gonna ice breath. They're gonna frost breath.
Is that an
Those-
attack roll or is
Uh,
that saving
It
throws?
is a
It's
saving
so
throw.
light.
How many of
I
us
guess
are
it's tiny,
impacted
but-
by the saving throw?
It is a. I'm gonna. So, given the size of the room, it's a 15-foot cone. I'll say that one
We're
of
all
them
pretty
probably is
close.
able to hit all three,
Yeah.
and then the other two are only able to hit two. So I'll say, basically, each of you are going to get hit twice. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Okay.
Or rather, one of you would get hit 3 times, and the other two would be hit twice.
I want to get a big die.
What kind of saving throw?
Is it the eyeball one?
Yeah.
It is
I
going to
use
be a
that one.
dex
Of
save.
course. A dex save.
Natural 20 for the first one. So
Natural
21.
20, okay, for the first one.
16. 13. How many do I have to roll? 2 or 3?
2. Fennel, you're gonna roll 3.
3,
Dirty 20 for the second one.
14, 9, 16.
So you fail one of those.
Do you have no
the rest of you
bonus
guys,
to
you've
dex?
rolled over 10 for every single one.
plus
So
6.
those are all successes.
What was
That
the
was
last
a
one?
And then you
16?
failed
Yeah.
one.
Oh, that's I probably got that one anyway.
Alright, here we go.
So how much did I take? Or what do I? What happened?
We're figuring it
We're
out
about
right
to
now.
see.
Rolling damage.
So you guys each take 2 cold damage. Then
Oh, but we also we're babies. That's right.
We're not that big.
you guys all take another 2 cold damage. And then Fennel, you take an additional 5 cold damage.
Holy shit.
Okay.
They have all flown in, sort of swooped down low enough as their jaws almost like break open as the solid ice that sort of clings to their lips like teeth comes and breaks open and just unleashes this chilling mist onto the 3 of you. They remain low. It is your guys' turn, starting with Solvi.
What formation do they have?
What?
Sylvie's not here.
Starting with Theo.
Okay.
So what are you doing up on top of them? On top
Can
of the
we be added at the bottom? Not that we're gonna do anything,
You
but
are the environmental.
not that we're gonna do anything. But if we hear like a blood curdling scream, who knows?
I do have super hearing.
You have super smell. Maybe smell more blood. Oh, but it's through ice.
I could also just hear them yell.
That's true.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
but
Theo,
they're
it's your
grunts.
guess. What are you doing? Fennel, you're on deck.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to draw the longsword that I've borrowed, and I'm going to attempt to strike the closest one. Are any of them like right up against any of us?
They're sort of. You guys are in this like sort of triangle formation. He's just grabbed it off the altar in the center. You two are just behind him. They have sort of swooped in such a way that there's like one around each of you.
Okay. So if I wanted to swing around behind the one that's next to Ronnie, then I would probably provoke like an opportunity attack.
Yes.
I'm willing to take that opportunity attack. I'm going to try and get that flanking.
Okay. It's going to make an opportunity attack on you. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Misses.
Sweet. I am going to try and swing with my longsword. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Okay. Longswords are D8s, correct?
Yes. Unless, are they versatile?
They are versatile, but I'm not two-handing it.
Okay.
I'll take that. 9 damage.
9 damage, okay.
And then I think I'm good for now. I don't think anyone needs healing currently, correct?
Ow.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to take us to Fennel. Ronnie, you're on deck.
What formation do these creatures have?
So right now, they're sort of generally in a triangle around you guys, sort of surrounding you.
Okay.
The one nearest Ronnie has just been flanked on both sides by Ronnie and Theo.
Okay.
It was fine.
No,
Right.
that's him.
Yeah.
This is us.
So I want to move like this.
Okay.
Not
I see.
provoking opportunity.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna try and make a line between these two.
Gotcha. Okay. They do dex saves, right?
Yes.
Do you want me to roll one for both, or to
You can do them separate.
separate? Okay. The first one got a 12.
I think that. Proficiency. That barely does not do it. I'm at a 13.
Okay. Then the other one fails as well.
Okay. Cool. It's 8 plus proficiency and then your spellcasting modifier.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. And then they take 2d4.
That happens at the start of their turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At the start of each of its turns, yeah.
Yeah. Just remind me when we get back to them to roll
Gotcha.
2d4 and they'll take the acid damage.
Is there any like fixtures in that environment? Tables?
Just this large sort of plinth.
Okay.
It's a bit oddly shaped. I described it before where it sort of tapers out.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the most it could, in terms of like cover, if that's what you're asking about,
Yeah.
the most it could grant you is maybe like half from one of them.
Okay. I was more like, can I kick up a table or something? But it's fine.
Okay.
That'll be it. Yeah.
Is plinth the right word for what I'm talking about?
I don't know what that word.
I don't know what it means.
That's
either.
what you're talking
Let
about.
me Google that real quick.
A plinth is like a raised platform.
A heavy base. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a plinth.
What are we describing? That is a plinth?
The thing that the sword used to be sort of
like an
levitating
altar.
over.
Oh, okay.
A plinth's the right word.
I pull out Mochi, the rock,
Hell yeah.
and I try and smack a dude with it. You see me pull out this rock? This rock has this little smiley face etched onto one side of it.
What was the second roll? I lied to you. You said 12. That does beat it.
Oh, the second roll was a 9.
Okay, so only one.
So the
12
one
beats
in
it.
the back
Okay.
is poisoned.
Plus
Or
2
will
is
be
proficiency.
taking acid
right?
damage. Is
Plus
acided.
2, yeah, so it's
Plus
10.
1. 11.
Wow. Alright. My turn. Mochi, go. 21 to hit.
That is going to hit.
7 damage. 7 bludgeoning damage.
7 bludgeoning?
Yes.
Okay. You take this. Oh, you also had flanking.
Oh, you
Oh.
rolled
You
the
have
crit.
advantage. It did hit, anyways. But if you want to crit fish,
That was a 20.
oh, that's an nat 20.
That's not 20.
Can you crit? Roll, roll a second damage die.
Okay, so the first one was 1. This one's 2, so it takes 2 additional damage. So 3 plus 6, which is 9.
9.
Alright, that works.
You guys have not seen Mochi yet, I don't think. You watch as Ronnie takes a rock out with, like, a silly little face, like, carved into it.
Onto the one side that you can see.
Um,
And it goes into him.
and you just watch as you just blast this thing into, like, a fine mist of ice crystals as this thing is just totally obliterated. Under the impressive might of Mochi, because also they are. It seemed extremely effective. It seems like they're probably vulnerable to bludgeoning.
My
Good
favorite
boy.
game.
I pet my rock.
Do you take any movement or anything like that?
I'll roll up to the one that's right here. Will I be stepping in ooze? Or goo? Or whatever? you
No,
just
the
said?
the
You're
line.
just covered in it.
Yeah, the line happens when it fires.
Okay, I roll up to that one.
All right. Charlotte, Sylvie. Sylvie, make a perception check with advantage.
Yes. 1 second.
I thought there was a 1 and a 2.
17.
I hate that I ask you this all the time. Is elemental included in your list of things that you have a sense for?
Elemental, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
Still on a 22, right?
17.
17.
Yeah.
17.
On a 17,
It is
Um,
underneath. We like resealed it.
you note the temperature has gotten markedly colder.
Huh. It's getting kind of cold out. It feels weird. Do you feel that?
Cold outside.
Is it like becoming later in the day?
It's not that much time has passed.
I don't know.
If it's battle rounds, it's like what? It's
It's
like
like 6 seconds.
yeah,
right?
little seconds.
I'll say that it doesn't feel like it's... You can't think of a reason why it would be suddenly colder.
Is it something
Outside of, like,
does Charlotte
some
feel
sort
like
of
it's
weather
something?
change. That's what it's like... It's not like a cloud is passing over you guys. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is the breeze going by?
no.
Charlotte, like,
Still frozen.
Still rhymed by the Frost Maiden.
yeah. Charlotte will like shrug. And like
shit? It's cold.
It does feel colder, but Charlotte also last session I decided doesn't like the is already like upset. You guys have to wait out here in the snow guarding like ice over entrance. Whatever crazy shit Theo's decided to find to justify a murder of a lady who runs a tower.
Alright.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
It is the Method's turns again.
I'm playing my character based off
Oh,
of the
wait.
advice I've gotten
Sorry,
from
one of them died.
players.
I need you to make a dex save. One of them died.
And also Rita, right?
Yes.
Or sorry, Vega.
Yeah.
12.
That's a success.
Oh, dope. Sweet. I was about to say, and if it's not enough, I can say that I'm blessed as
You
hell.
take 1 slashing damage.
Yeah.
As that thing broke apart.
Okay. Don't like that.
No, cynical. You're fine. I have no. Look, guys, I'm not being an asshole. My character is just an asshole.
It's just what my character would do.
It's just what my character would do, okay?
Sapphire, do we need to talk about
My character's just
what your
misogynistic,
character's
okay?
doing?
Wait, my character's just misogynistic.
There's a little bit of pot.
It's
calling
not
the
how I
kettle black.
actually
At the
feel
table
about
right now.
women, okay? I'm just
What?
saying. I've played asshole characters before, and also acted like an asshole. I've become the
I
trope.
don't even think that
Don't
Theo
do
was acting like an asshole.
No.
No, you're
okay.
okay. You're okay. You're right.
Theo is acting with a
No
very
one's gonna
simple
hurt.
code of
Theo-
morals.
Theo's just you're doing good, cynical.
We're still in the phase of Theo's journey where we've yet to live long enough to see it become the villain.
I was just making fun of what I had previously
There's a chance
said.
he won't live that long.
Yeah, you could still die a hero.
There's a good chance if we meet my previous character who has 100% become a villain, the current one will have no excuse but to fight him.
But he did it for love.
Oh yeah, he did.
But he did it for love.
All the right reasons. Is there anything flammable around us?
No.
We're
This-
gonna
But you guys
Hold
are.
that to you.
But
This
you
is-
get oxygen.
If I create a bonfire in the cellar,
There's oxygen though.
This
right?
place is
It's
aggressively unflammable.
dope.
Okay.
Inflammable? This place is
No,
aggressively
inflammable
Flame
does mean that it
retardant?
can catch on fire. It's inflammable.
Hey, that's my word. It's fireproof.
Looking for the
It's basically
smoke powder
fire.
barrel or the fire wine barrel.
I'm just like, are we in a wooden structure above us?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, if I
basement.
create a bonfire, what I want to make
Smoke
sure
would
is
rise.
if I use create bonfire, I'm not going to light the bar
I
on top of
don't
us
think
on fire.
that I've said it is wood.
You haven't.
The wood. I mean, I assumed a plump wood.
There is no
Guess it could be
good
pounded
source of lumber.
It's just all steel.
It's
whole-
all charlotte.
It's all
The walls,
It's all
evil
girders.
ice.
It could be
The floors, evil ice.
stone.
The ceiling,
like
evil ice.
stone,
The plinth,
cobblestone up.
The walls, whack. Your clothes, whack.
Evil ice. Your foot
It's just
Whack.
like a Greek structure.
This
Right?
sword,
That's
all
what I'm
whack,
saying.
all
But
stone.
inset,
Oh yeah, you have a
right?
sword. Why did you cast a spell? You're holding a sick ass sword.
I don't trust it. I don't even know what it is.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
just found the
proficient.
sword. Yeah, okay.
I'm just
Smack
holding
the
it.
That's
but
the
I'm
best
like,
way to find out.
Schmidt.
That nothing bad ever happens.
Well, the
Like,
Kennedys.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Say less.
Nothing
Next
bad has
turn.
ever happened from holding a sword.
I mean, nothing bad's happened yet. I just feel a little chilly.
feel-
So what?
Bone dingling cold.
Cold is an awful sin. I was just like watching a
So-
whole video about how like low your chances of survival are in a really cold place versus a really hot place.
First, the method that's near you is gonna go for a claw attack on you.
Oh.
It's the one near you is the one that succeeded on
Yes.
acid. So
That I heard where that went. That went across your keyboard.
does a 17 hit?
Yes. My AC is 14.
Okay. You take
17 would hit me.
2 slashing damage
I would hoard.
I think I
and
hit all those.
Yeah.
1 cold damage.
Yeah, my AC is also 17.
Oh, yeah.
The one by
Mine's 19.
19.
by Ronnie
I got a +1 shield.
That's nice.
is gonna take its 2d4 acid.
Yes. I forgot.
5 acid damage. As this like thick green acid that you have sprayed out just starts to sink through the ice. You can see it's like how it's beginning to put like an indent on the side of its head.
Like how water does to ice.
Yeah. It's beginning to erode it.
Nice.
Or I guess corrode?
Corrode.
To corrode it. It's then going to take an attack on Ronnie. Does anybody know Ronnie's AC?
Poof. 13.
13, it looks like, yeah.
That's gonna hit. That's a 19.
Do you want to roll the dex save too?
I suppose I could.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, what level barbarian
Tonight,
is
the
Ronnie?
role of Ronnie. Are you looking for danger sense?
Yes.
I'll
Ronnie
allow
might
danger
have
sense
it.
here.
She's level 1.
A level 1 barbarian?
Yeah. 1 level of barbarian, 3 levels of paladin, I believe.
Okay, then she would not have it then, because it's a level 2 thing, right? It's level 2
Well,
feature.
I think she's almost done if we want to ask her, but
We could just let her do it.
you can just let her
Yeah.
do the deck save too.
Yeah.
Tonight's program is brought to you by Ice.
It's cold out
It's
there.
what's for dinner.
Some of us are chopping it.
Some of us are chopping.
We're chopping the ice right now, but
Charlotte takes
You can
out
go
a
chopping
book.
the ice.
She offers you a book from her collection. Let's roll D8.
You're just
Let's see
up
what it
there.
is.
You're just up there with him. See spot run.
That's gonna be the novel that she picked up. The second novel that she picked up of, what was that, a romance novel or something? It was a rom-com?
Yes.
The one that you gave to me, because you said, aren't you collecting
you.
books? It's gonna be like a
Ronnie, I need you to
light
make
rom-com
a
novel.
dex save. Just a straight dex save.
9.
9. You take.
it was only 1 damage to me and I passed. So
Yeah, you take 1 slashing damage.
I take one?
Additionally, a creature did just hit you. So you're also going to take 2 slashing and 3 cold as well. So a total of 6 damage.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, feel.
yes. I'll look between Ronnie and Saffron.
What?
Oh, sorry. Nope.
Ronnie and Fennel?
Ronnie and Fennel. And I think to myself, Ronnie's got this. And I'm going to walk over to this one. And I'm, again, going to try and stab it. $12.
12 is going to hit.
Blessed. 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do with my bonus action that would be helpful. There's nothing like around here that I could use my telekineticness to like move around or shove any. Like I don't think we need to shove these guys. So no, I think I'm good.
Okay. Fennel. What is your alignment?
That is a very good question. Say chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral? What one might call an impulsive thought intrudes upon your mind.
A dark urge, if you will.
You should stab yourself with the sword.
A dark edge.
Oh,
my god!
Huh?
But how hard?
Like, through your body. And an intrusive thought, just,
Oh.
it's not a compulsion, but a thought just pops in your head. I should stab my torso, like full send with the sword.
How strong is the compulsion?
That's what I'm saying. It's not a compulsion. The thought
Oh.
just appears in your mind.
it's up to you now.
Yeah, amongst the chaotic swirl of
Alright.
other thoughts you have, that thought
Even
also
as I
intrudes
do it,
upon you.
odd as I don't do it.
Okay.
Whoa, hold on, it's just a thought, though. Whoa!
Did you not hear the word chaotic?
Odd.
Doesn't do it.
Doesn't do it. Okay.
I said chaotic neutral!
That's also true to life.
Okay, alright, no, it's fine.
That was
today,
Fibber.
sorry,
That
Giddy.
was not Fennel.
Sorry, Ben.
It is still your turn.
Stab
Oh,
him back with
okay.
the staff.
Yeah. We'll use it.
Channel that intrusive thought to a productive
what
end.
weapon is it?
At current,
Or is it improvised?
currently it is a longsword.
I don't think it's considered.
You can still use it. You just don't add your proficiency bonus to the attack.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Are you one-handing or two-handed?
Two-handed.
I think I have like an orb. So
Gotcha, for your focus.
yeah, I think I put that away and then maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know roll on there.
What's your strength?
-1.
15.
15.
Sorry.
Do rogues get proficiency in that?
I don't believe so.
No, they have
Okay.
like short swords and rapiers.
They have like a special list, kind of like how Monk has a list.
Yeah.
So you're two-handing it. And what was the to hit?
15.
That will hit.
You were one-handed.
Cool.
'Cause it was...
I put the orb.
Oh, okay. It's a D10.
D10.
Minus your strength.
There you go.
5.
5. Okay. Ronnie.
Oh shit, she should grab my phone. I am hitting this thing with my rock.
Roll the hit.
15 to hit.
That will hit. Roll me some damage.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Was that another one?
That was another one. This
You need a
D4
better
is-
D4.
You once again crack
Oh,
and
yes,
just
something
blow this
else.
thing apart. I need you to make a dex save.
Ooh. 4.
Oh, should I make one too?
4? No.
We haven't killed ours yet.
You take 2 slashing damage.
As it explodes.
Yes, as it breaks apart into a ton of pieces. Take any other additional movement? Do you want
I
to? Do you want to go all JoJo's and kick the crap out of the last one?
Oh, we're going all JoJo's. I take off my winter clothes that are covering my body right now. And I am only wearing my fitness gear, essentially. So, my sports bra. And I flex and I try to frighten it, but I'm going to stand ready with a rock.
You just run up and
Literally
just
the
run
most
up and start
JoJo
Mr.
shit.
Universing. Just
It's legit. Hold on. I take off my winter wear and I'm just like ready and going.
just
Yeah.
really flex the guns. All right.
Flex the guns, flex the shoulders.
You see this small little mephit like ice creature is just like looking up at the three of you like.
Can I adopt him?
That was last campaign.
sorry, my bad.
That was a part of Hell's infernal hierarchy, just adoption.
It's kind of adoption. Violent adoption.
They were kind of adopted against their wills. Forced upon them by a wish spell.
All of Hell was
Not
The-
all of hell, all of a certain type of creature in hell.
The whole enchilada.
She has it.
All of the infernal creatures.
I did leave it in. Thank you.
All right. That is going to take us to the method once more. How are you guys doing outside?
I gave him a book that is called The Stud Muffin and the Cupcake.
no, it is
A
not.
romance novel.
The study.
The random book title generator.
I
is-
regret that I gave that away.
It's right. She's mine if you want more.
It's going to attempt to fly up.
Do we get opportunity attacks?
It's gonna fly. Yes. all three of you get opportunity attacks.
Ooh.
It is going to attempt to make a last ditch effort.
These are at advantage, right?
All of your opportunity attacks here are at advantage, yes. We'll go in initiative order, so Theo, your opportunity attack is first.
Okay. That is going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit, roll damage.
I'll punch him.
3 damage.
3. Okay. Fennel.
I'm gonna take my sword hand, and I'm not gonna use the sword. I'm just gonna punch him, and I got a 20. So it's a 1d4, and then minus your strength, right?
It's
Or-
just your strength.
Just your strength.
For a
It's not
minimum of
1d4.
Minimum
1.
It's 1 plus strength mod for an unarmed strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 1.
Okay.
But
1
it's
damage.
1 bludgeoning damage.
1 bludgeoning is doubled to 2.
Excellent.
It is. Did you crit?
I also
Are you
crit.
smiling like that? Okay.
a different
Roll your rock buddy damage.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
Hell
That's so
yeah.
much better. That's 12 rock damage.
12 rock damage.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that's doubled to 24 because it's bludgeoning. This thing's toast. It shatters.
Dex
You
saves?
all need to make dex saves.
This wasn't that bad.
11.
11,
13.
13.
I'm doing it here. No, what is that? Plus 6. Is it a 1?
This is a 2.
Okay, 8.
All right, so you fail. You take a full 8 slashing damage, Fennel. The rest of you take 4.
Holy shit, that's the most damage we've taken from one of these things.
Yeah, they've not been rolling super great.
It is not. He's taking 5.
You guys have been rolling
I have more than that.
like superheroes, and they've been rolling like peasants.
Good. More than 1 HP.
As the last method bursts, you see the fog that is clinging sort of to the top of the ceiling dissipates.
So, sword, firmly 1 check. Evil creatures, separate check.
Jots down a notebook. Evil creatures. I think they're
Skulls.
called methods.
Colored
Okay.
glass.
Methods.
So,
Hooded robes.
my friend's oregano.
The oreganos, if you will.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oregano.
Is it pronounced oregano?
No, it's oregano.
Okay.
It is like the seasoning.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Science. I understand.
Because they have seasons.
Oh.
God whispers down to you.
In this
A
moment, you
moment
receive
of
divine
insight.
inspiration.
We are coming down here to investigate whether the White Dragonborn was up to some shady shit. I feel like we found some good clues.
But we get.
I mean, you guys are pretty smart. Do you think this is
I don't
conclusive?
Like this deferring.
I need a moment to confer with my brother.
Okay, can I listen in?
We huddle and we turn away.
I'm listening in.
Are you lawful good?
No.
Neutral good?
Yes. Why?
Just ask.
Because a lawful good person would go to the cops.
Huh? No.
Because I.
No one you like to know.
Stream
We'll
3.
probably find out later.
In a row.
Third in row.
There goes your hopes of FBI.
Okay, if I
You're
can see one person.
It's such a powerful
Exactly,
microphone
that's
now.
what I'm saying.
So, what are you saying? I'm sorry, I got distracted in my own head. I was gonna listen in on your conversation, and I didn't. So,
The most
thoughts?
You do whatever you want to do.
Oh. What I
You are your own person.
what I want to do.
Murdering innocents is bad.
Yes. But with a weird culty basement like this, are they innocent?
You never really know.
You never know.
You never really know.
What about the hag? We knew that the hag was bad.
Maybe she
They
had
were
reasons.
they were eating people.
I mean,
That I feel like that one's
it's
coming,
hard out
right?
here. It's cold.
They had a cauldron that could produce an infinite amount of food, and they still
anyone
chose to eat people.
Retroactively unjustify a murder they committed. I've never seen that happen before.
They chose to eat people. They didn't have to eat people.
Yeah.
Eat people.
Well,
They chose to do that.
Hurt people. Hurt.
They could have put like fish in their cauldron, and they'd have had fish stew. They could have killed a deer and had an infinite amount of venison stew. That sounds
I see what's
delightful.
happening.
They chose to kill people.
Breakers and it's strange. Hey Ron, what's your alignment?
Neutral good.
Neutral. Okay.
A the best alive.
You're true neutral.
No, neutral good.
Am I feeling the urge again?
No,
Oh.
it hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah, just amongst the jumble of thoughts in your mind, one of those thoughts is, I should stab myself with the sword.
So
Are you gonna wait till we meet all our friends to do it?
So you guys say I should do my own thing. All right, I'll head up. I'm gonna discuss this with Solvi because he seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Should
Listen,
we-
you don't need me to validate. You can do whatever you
Figured,
want.
you know.
I get that, but you were answering a lot of my questions like just a day ago.
Mm.
Alright, let's go on.
And you're the one who told me to
Ready.
talk to my god. So
Maybe ask him.
okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Santa?
I don't know how to do that. Well,
Yeah.
let's go tell Solvi that we found clues. And Charlotte too. She deserves
She's
to know.
supposed to write him a letter or
You
something.
tell me when again and I'll roll again.
Okay. Now,
Whenever you feel like it, the thought
I-
isn't going anywhere.
here's
It's just
the thing
rolling
is,
around in there.
I'm depending on you to tell me when.
Tell me when, just let me know.
Fennel. Creepy ice sword. Is it? I mean, did it feel like it was powerful? I mean, I got vibes of power.
You want to touch it?
Do I want to? Do you want me to touch it?
I mean, the words that you're saying right now make it seem like you want to.
Sure.
I don't.
I'll touch it.
We're touching Fennel's sword.
I'll grab his sword.
This is a child.
What's your proficiency bonus?
2.
Cool. You take 2 fire damage.
That makes it worse.
5.
I know.
As you experience frostburn.
This
Burn.
literally burns to hold, and I drop it.
I'm gonna pick it back up and say, no, it doesn't.
I don't know what's different about you to me, but
I slowly rest my hand on
that
top
gives
of
me
it while
bad
it's in his hand.
vibes.
2 fire damage.
Fire?
Yeah?
It hurts.
seems
It
perfectly
burns.
fine to me.
Are you certain?
Didn't it hurt you the first time or no? Were you just chilly?
Just cold.
Cold. I'm already
Get,
cold.
get good, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
Skill issue.
I think the answer is you need to not be good
Probably.
because
Are you not
we're
good?
neutral good,
That's hilarious.
and he's
Chaotic
true
neutral.
neutral. He's
Yeah.
chaotic neutral.
So, are you guys headed out of the basement?
Let's get out.
All right.
Okay.
You guys head up and you on the.
Sophie, Charlotte.
Yep.
You have super hearing. Charlotte's in
I-
her book.
It's right.
No?
I assume I hear
She's
it.
in a good book.
Can I wrap this in something? I don't want to carry it around. That seems.
Oh, I put my clothes back
Are you
on.
wrapping it before you
Are
get
you
out of the basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was sizing me up.
I don't want people to see me walk around with the
Well, maybe
creepy
she just
ice
wanted
swords.
that.
Might get
Maybe she was
jealous.
Managed to get the
Yeah.
snow off, and
Yeah, I'll start cleaning it off, and
you get them out all right.
yeah, I'll pull open the doors.
Make a.
Yeah.
Let's call this a history check,
A history check, okay.
and you are gonna get advantage.
All
Ooh,
right.
advantage.
Okay, I have no bonus.
So
It's-
just flat 20.
Can I help
Flats,
him
yeah.
do it?
He already has
Well-
advantage.
15.
He has
15?
no
Yep.
bonus.
Yeah.
You catch a glimpse of something made from a dark ice that Fennel has sort of wrapped up.
Does it appear to be related to Fey, Fiend, or Undead? Those are my three.
It appears you get a sharp, fiendish aura. Additionally, you know, you don't know what other people call this, but your tribe knows that dark ice is to be avoided at all costs, particularly contact with it.
It burned.
There are many stories of dark ice doing strange
She's
and
just
unusual
trying to,
things
and
to
I
people
did
out
not
in the
see.
tundra. It is to be avoided at all costs.
I
Tastes
love
like
that.
chicken. I'm assuming he's wrapped it up. Charlotte's not paying attention. Head empty. Charlotte is still in her book.
Listen, I know that you said, and this is directed at Charlotte.
Oh.
I know that you felt it was important that we corroborate the tales told to us by Scython before we took action on them. I feel like we've done some collaboration down in that there basement. There's this weird, floating, crystally ice dark weapon thing that was hanging above an altar, and when Fennel grabbed it, ice methods came out of the walls and attacked us. Now, we did kill the methods, which, I mean, that's self-defense. I don't think that needs to be investigated first, but you guys have made me feel a little bit uncertain about that. But now, I do feel if their basement's got methods and weird hanging swords, then there's probably a good chance they're evil.
I'm gonna look at Fennel to see if I can.
He told me that I should do my own thinking and I could do whatever I want.
I'm actually
You-
Charlotte's sizing you up and seeing if she can see the weapon. You hold it out.
Yeah, it's wrapped up, but
Well, you might not want to touch it. When anyone other than Fennel's touched it, it's burned us with cold.
Like,
Fire.
Solvi noticeably reels.
He
He
said
just
it was
gets like a
frostfire.
whiff.
She's gonna reach and pick
Right?
up
like
from
it
the,
felt
the
cold, but
hilt.
it felt fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlotte's gonna pick it up from the hilt.
That's the part I
Feels
touched,
fine.
right?
Huh?
She's weighing it in her hand. Does
Okay.
it feel like a good weapon? Like an actually balanced sword? Or no, not really.
It feels. This does not feel expertly crafted in any way.
Is Charlotte evil?
Just feels like a sword. Just kind of feels like it feels like a serviceable longsword.
Lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral.
Yeah. Feels like a serviceable longsword.
Is this one of those
She's gonna hand it
things
back to
where, in the hands of an evildoer, it's got
You do
benefits?
know that the minute your fingers are off of it, the thought leaves.
the urge.
Yeah, the urge.
Do I get an urge to stab myself?
No.
Fuck you.
So-
You have to shish kebab yourself now. Here's what's next.
Eventually,
So,
Ethan.
Charlotte, you knew about Oro, and you're pretty knowledgeable. Do you think that's a thing we should keep? I did a think on it, and I feel like if an Oral worshipper had a weird hanging sword hanging up in their basement, then there's 2 reasons they'd have it there.
Did a thing.
What? Yes, I did a think on it. I rolled dice too.
It was a good thing.
It was a whole thing.
A whole thing, yeah. Now, my thoughts on the situation were that either they're saving it for someone who's their friend to have a powerful weapon for their friend, or they're hiding it away so that a good guy doesn't use it. Now, if it's a good guy's weapon, we shouldn't break it. But if they're hiding it away for a more powerful servant to Oral, then I don't know if bringing it along with us is a good idea. One thing about it is I get bad vibes from the fact that it hurt me and Ronnie. Because Ronnie seems like a good person.
Am I not a good person?
Charlotte frowns when she realizes it doesn't hurt her and looks at you.
We seem like
Your
perfectly
weapon
good
hurts
people.
yourself. That's pretty weird. I mean,
Judge a girl by her weapon.
you bring copies of yourself from another dimension to fight and die for you. That's not the actions of a truly good person. It doesn't seem necessarily evil.
Look who's getting all okay.
But it's not the actions that a good human would do, or elf, or whatever you are. I don't remember.
Racist
I
and-
honestly don't
oh my
remember
God.
being the person.
Charlotte's very
Like a
human.
good human. Okay,
tells
yeah.
you.
Oh, sorry, no, it's just like they don't seem happy. That's all I'm saying.
Charlotte, can Charlotte think back on what she's been informed about Oral?
History check.
I think that's just gonna be flat.
Because of your work with the Stenvedega, with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Secrets at the table.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, those are both 3s. I can read. And history
We're both doing
Is
a thing
a-
on it.
+1. So 4. With
I feel like I got a
advantage.
similar result.
3. What are the odds?
You-
They roll both 3s.
Feel like
Has to be low.
Stenvedega are interested in garnering strength by any means necessary. And so a big part of their work is bless you. A big part of their work is focused on like what are there strange like magical materials in the world that can be used to greater harness power, things like that. Like snakebite is a Stenvedega weapon.
Yes.
You are kicking yourself right now because
It's on the tip of my
Yeah,
mind.
you
Oh,
know-
it's right.
you know there is something that you in this moment. This is something you didn't pay enough attention to the first time you were killed.
Son of a bitch.
Like, this is-
So
You very much have that feeling right now. You studied this, and you totally are blanking.
Charlotte's really staring at the sword. She doesn't do anything. But
we've got
Charlotte's
2
really-
big decisions that I can see in front of us.
Solvi somewhat trusts Charlotte, and in his notebook draws a picture of the wrapped blade and a frowny face and presents it to her.
Look at my picture, mommy.
So
Solvi's
Put it on the fridge.
I
He's not Rain Man.
I
Chill.
we've got
When
like
you show her
2 or
this,
3 big decisions
She's
in
gonna
front
take
of
out
us.
fabric and just start like really looking like she's like imprisoning it almost, like really wrapping it up, and she's like putting layers in it, and she takes out another weird fabric they haven't seen before and like stuffs it in there, and it's
Did it
like
make you?
He kind of just like
Did it feel weird?
he just
at
kind
all,
of
or
like
bad?
points at the
'Cause for me, it was
image.
Bernie.
in the frowny face.
He points at the
I mean, it
image
was a
and then
little
he
cold,
like
but
points
it's
at his
ice.
nose and frowns, and he like partially transforms his like nostrils, his nose to like further emphasize like it has a bad scent. Like this doesn't, like this isn't good.
Sword stinky.
This is it smells,
Stinky sword.
and he just kind of like it smells kind of
It's a
like when
stinky
you
world
when
out
you burn something like herbs, and you scrape them out of a pot and you leave them in the ice for a while.
Should we burn
It smells like frozen decomposition,
Like rot.
like frozen rot. Yeah.
Should we burn this?
My cool new sword. What?
I don't know. It just smells wrong to me. I don't.
I mean,
I wouldn't know if you think you
Interestingly
can.
enough, you're actually really on the nose with the scent. It smells like burnt frankincense or myrrh.
Okay.
Yeah. Very similar.
so I think as a group we got to come to a series of decisions. The first decision is if we're keeping this sword with us and who's holding on to it. Fennel found it, and up here in the 10 towns, that's finders do be keepers. I know that we did take
The law
The
finders,
verbiage said so.
keepers.
we did take things that the Verbeek had found. He took more than found, but
We found it in his game.
yes. So that's one big decision we have to make: is if we take it, and if we do take it, who's holding on to it.
Well,
I do not want to hold on to it.
We've already taken it, and other people that touch it, with the exception of you, and I'm not going to touch it.
Fair.
It doesn't seem like you guys like that sensation. So
No.
we've already taken it. You have it. I think a couple of those decisions have been made.
Alright, so he's gonna keep the snowy sword.
I don't know. I don't like
I'm
it.
just asking because he didn't have a sword before, so maybe it's good that he has one now.
They're
She
talking
had
about
a sword
this,
before.
The decision wasn't already made when he grabbed the sword.
But like it's a good consensus to come to as a
Well,
group.
no, yeah,
That's
I
what
just
Yeah.
if there's a person who might be making use of the sword and can,
Solvi will just turn to Fennel and just ask directly, like, is there anything weird about the sword?
No. It feels a little cold.
deception check.
do we roll insight?
Do I know that it's the sword doing it to me?
You felt the thought go away
Hey,
when you
listen.
passed it away, and you felt it come back when you got it back.
I probably
You
won't
know
pass the insight
where this
check.
thought is coming from. I need you to make a deception
But
check
it's so
right
I want to.
now.
I want to do insight though. I want to make sure.
Nope, grabs the sword,
I was
stabs
like-
himself.
All we have to do is beat a 6 for
stabs.
me.
6.
I trust you completely, Fennel.
Oh my god!
My insight is 13 for that. To see if
Are
I
we
can,
talking
because
about
I don't feel
passive?
stabby thought.
Yeah, my passive insight would be 13.
Mine's
Yeah.
10 plus
My
3.
passive is 9,
But I
rolled.
can roll for it specifically if you'd like.
Many of you get a sense that
Something fishy.
yeah, there's something still being kept from you.
That's a good point. He did say he wanted to keep it, so I trust him, and he says there's nothing wrong with
I
it.
just, it's weird. You guys went down into that cellar and came back with just a sword that is frozen and
It was
magic.
flung in the air over a blood-stained altar. It was
Was it gross?
That sounds
Now's a
evil.
good time for this. Yes, it was bloodstained.
right. It does
make
sound
make
evil.
another roll.
That's what I've been saying.
odd.
That's what I've been
Good
saying.
time for
I was ready.
Charlotte's gonna reach her hand up. for the
We were
sword again
looking
and see
for
if she
clues.
can-
We were looking for. This
figure
is
out.
thing number 2, because I said there were a few things we needed to figure out as a group. The second thing
Hold it.
is now we are outside of the person in
smell anything?
question's home right now, so let's whisper this
Smells
portion.
like ice.
Solvi, who was standing closest to Charlotte, is now
Just
taking like
a
2 steps
piece of
back.
ice.
So,
Noticeably.
That's all. it is.
okay. So now this part's whispered. I look around. Is there anyone else listening in?
Make a perception check.
Fuck you.
Charlotte's gonna continue rapping.
Natural one.
You don't see anybody
Okay.
around.
So, listen. This whole situation, we already thought that she is an oral worshipper because Tython told us, and that guy seems like a bang-up fellow. No,
Spreading other
The-
people's
the-
secrets of sin. You decide.
no.
You decide.
Now, the purpose of us looking around here is when we said that maybe we shouldn't let a servant of
Like a
the
different
evil
type.
dark
I
goddess
need
of
to
the
repeat
winter,
checks.
who may or may not be a big contributing factor in the fact that we haven't had a summer in years.
19?
You said, oh, maybe she's not. And we should do some investigating. Looking in her basement, we found a bloodstained altar with ice that you say is dark and creepy and is bad. And winged ice spirits, methods, attacked us. Now, to me, I know that in my basement there's firewood, and that's about it. There's not a bloodstained altar. There's not a floating sword of dark ice that is of a dubious nature. And there's not ice methods. That's not a guard dog. That's a servant of evil.
Give your persuasion. Are you persuading me? Do I want to help?
So, that's a 15.
Okay, that's high enough.
You
I'm persuaded.
Now, I do want to say I started off in a whisper, but similar to my voice, I definitely, at the end of
Got
that,
louder.
was getting louder and louder. So,
You,
we need to decide what we want to do.
Charlotte like sits down and like Charlotte out of the right, like you're kind of whispering. Charlotte crisscross applesauce in the snow and like really fucking studies the sword with the care now that it smells
There-
rotten and it looks evil.
are some strange materials in the world that are usually created from the combination of planar influences. Like, you're familiar with things like infernal iron. You've heard of something called null obsidian. You suddenly have there's like a... Damn it, I can't believe I totally forgot. This is called Chardelin. Chardelin was created in an incident involving the legendary hero Driz Toerden, and an artifact called the Crystal Shard.
I've got that book.
The Crystal Shard, massively powerful relic that has since been lost, and it had an impact on some of the ice when it disappeared. It infused some of the permafrost of this region with fell demonic power, creating a type of ice which is extremely magical. Like, it is stupid, powerful, chaotic magic that is involved in these pieces of Chardelin. The magic potential is extremely high. It's like kind of like magic uranium. The magic potential is crazy high. The chaotic influences of the demonic plane often lead Chardelin to create madness in the people who use it. So it is high risk, high reward material. High odds of driving whoever uses it mad, but using it gives you a massive potential for magical ability. I mean, the person who used the Crystal Shard, the spellcaster who used the Crystal Shard that imbued all of this Chardelin with magic, could barely cast a couple of cantrips, and became the most powerful magical caster in the world, just with the addition of this type of power.
Okay, and knowing these things, and knowing what I know about Oral, would magic weapons is Oral already pretty magical, so it's not necessarily a powerful asset against Oral, it just is a powerful weapon, or
Chardalyn
I can do a nature check. if you
is
want me to
not
or something like that.
produced. So Chardalyn is not produced by Oro.
Because it's the
But Chardalyn is many ice deities like Oral or Levistus use Chardalyn as gifts for their followers.
That's fun.
so not necessarily something that'd be super powerful
Yeah,
against because
This
they would
is
give
likely
it
not.
to.
This. How do I put this? This sword that you're holding in your hands is more powerful than Snakebite.
Yeah.
It is more powerful than just about any weapon you think you've ever held or seen, besides what is at the top of the tower you live in.
Okay.
That is like the sole exception, which that is like a whole other level.
Okay.
This is an intermediate level between the usual magic item somebody gets their hands on and that. This thing's crazy powerful. It could pose a threat to whoever's on the opposite side of it.
Okay. So that's a lot of information. So Charlotte is going to still be sitting crisscross. She's going to take off one of her gloves and kind of at where the hilt meets the blade of the sword, where it hasn't been wrapped as much in all of her cloth and whatnot, she's going to kind of like run her thumb along the edge of the blade in thought and then study the small indent of cut skin and kind of like snap and sit straight up in realization and make direct eye contact with you.
By the way, rogues are proficient in long swords.
Update the stream.
It says bajillions.
Shouldn't. I already... Oh, it says board games.
I don't even know if that was in character, but I hate you. That's out of character. That's just me.
Hi. How are you doing?
Do you say this mentally? Okay.
Of course.
Charlotte. He's done some pretty obstinate things. Charlotte's going to say, "This sword, it how do you say has the sickness of the mind? Do not know madness. Yeah, it infects." And she's going to fuck you. She's gonna meet your eyes.
Yeah.
And she passed her insight check for deception. She knows something's fucking up. She's gonna look at you and she said, "It infects the mind with madness." This is likely what the scavenger was smelling. The rot.
Okay.
Did you just call him a scavenger? I know we can't hear that, but I'm just...
Yeah, mentally,
Quickly-
Charlotte doesn't have any.
Yeah.
There's no like tone of inflection of like grossness. It's just
Okay.
what the other people have called him. I don't think she would even connect it to knowing that it would be derogatory.
Okay.
Who's called him a scavenger?
Like, there's all kinds of horrible things people have called him.
I was saying, they called
Like,
him a
that's
dumb
just-
shoe.
That's just. I thought that was just
Oh,
a
dung
title.
shoe's derogatory.
Yeah, she
Did you
wasn't
call
trying to be.
Did you call him dung shoe?
No, she wasn't trying to be mean.
Should
Yeah,
call him a
what'd you-
scavenger.
Yeah, it's a hunter-gatherer.
Okay.
That's just accurate.
I can't hear it. It's fine.
And also, yeah, sure.
If
You
Charlotte
wanna
had been
keep
like
it?
the filthy scav.
Charlotte's gonna think a hot minute when you say, "Do you want to keep it?"
You could dual wield cursed long swords.
I don't feel like
I
it's
don't
a great
think I-
sword.
Snakebite's a great sword.
Yeah.
You could use the dagger portion.
You can't listen. If I go crazy, you can kill me. No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
Shit, do you say this out loud or do you say this mentally? Please! Imagine Charlotte just through the stomach. No. Okay, what is the Charlotte's gonna, I don't know, it wouldn't be attunement, would it be? I don't know. What would this damage be like? When you say, do you want it, Charlotte's gonna
longsword.
weigh it thoughtfully. It's just a longsword staff?
It's just a longsword.
How's it better than a snake pylon?
Make a,
I wanna see if I
I'll
can-
say on your Arcana check, you
She's
don't
gonna
think you
kinda
can
like-
attune to this.
It is one of those.
Could I use
things.
as a
Son of a bitch.
focus?
Charlotte's gonna hand it off to you and say, I have no use for it.
Can I roll Arcana
I
too?
think one of us would have to be evil.
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah, out of character, it very much feels like an evil
Yeah.
character weapon.
I was gonna say, it. I do want to say, also out of character, that I had already planned on having my backup character
18.
being evil. This is if that does end up needing to happen.
You take it into your
this is
hands,
not
and the thought
reason.
returns.
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there.
I
Did you just roll an even number?
No, I rolled Arcana and I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what
I
you get on
just
your
get the
Arcana
thought.
check. The thought's back.
Okay, hold it for a second. Now
likes it.
can I do it? Or is
The thought's gone again. You
Okay.
on your Arcana check. It feels like if the sword is doing this to you and no one else, it feels like it's trying to tell you something.
well? I think
Can
I
you
know what
communicate
I.
it to it using your mental? Can you open your mouth?
Open your third eye. This is my character's awakening.
This is stressing me out. Out of character.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
I
Oh, that's fine. That's
I wanna.
good storytelling.
Can I telepathically speak with this?
You're not holding it.
No.
Charlotte is holding it.
You attempt to telepathically communicate with the sword. You receive no message.
Okay. I'll grab it. Can I cast a spell?
We're just sitting here watching them maintain like
I
eye contact, and they're just like passing the sword back and forth.
I'm not watching that. I'm cleaning off mochi.
literally.
Also, I love the rock. That's quite nice. It was supremely effective.
How was it time?
He's happy to see me.
Oh.
I do have the actual rock in person.
Feel
Real
like-
life me does. I just don't have it
feel
with
like-
me.
Did you
Soul
paint on it, or is it
You
carved
took the sword
in
back?
real life?
It is not painted.
You took the sword back.
Do you want to
Yeah.
carve
Roll
the
again.
rock?
Absolutely.
Odd.
Odd.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Just
you
hold
feel
on
as,
to it
you
for
feel
now.
as though the sword is.
Judas.
If the sword is putting that thought in your
And then
mind,
me,
you feel as though
unhappy
there might
face
be a
on the
reason.
other side, but you guys haven't seen that side yet.
You're not
I'll-
worth the space.
I'll make that for you.
I have the rock. I'll bring it.
Hilarious.
You have a specific rock you want to use?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Charlotte's gonna kind of like wash her hands in the snow.
are you guys
Yeah.
okay?
Let's go. Let's get
Alright.
out of here. I'll hold on to
I
this.
pick up
So
some more
wait,
snow.
did we make a decision about? I mean, probably not the best thing to do this kind of action
Well,
in broad daylight in the middle of the tavern, but just
So-
because not
What?
everyone's going to know the results of our investigation.
well, not only that, but if we tell them how we gathered our clues by, breaking into somebody's
Basement?
basement, that would probably be bad. Also, don't we already
Charlotte
suspect
says,
that
"Tell them what I told you."
this town has a lottery where they kill people? I don't remember if that's like public knowledge.
It is not in public domain.
They what?
Did you tell the party that?
Yeah, I
you
did.
told the party. Yeah,
Okay.
we know that.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. It's been a whirlwind
Not
of a
your
day.
thing.
Yeah, a lot's happened.
I'm gonna admit.
Yeah, so we don't really trust anyone
forgot.
here. For all we know, the entire town could be in on like cult activity.
So we
You
should
think the entire town are honor worshippers?
They could be.
They could be. I don't know.
or at
I
least the people in power.
look. I already
So-
am a very worrisome individual. I worry a lot,
Oh Lord.
and this is just making it worse.
The whole 10 town. And we're feeding these people.
Yeah.
Can we take the cauldron back?
No.
You want to steal things again?
No, I mean like call
That
off
would
the
make like
deal.
two things. He already went doo-doo on a bunch of people.
Hey, what?
Wait, what?
Don't worry about
I
it.
don't recall.
And then we stole a sword and like broke into a cellar. We want to break into the same place that we
No,
gave
I'm
the
not
cauldron.
saying
We're gonna
we're
steal the
breaking in-
cauldron
I'm
again.
not saying steal. You keep saying this word steal. I'm
Borrow.
saying we don't take payment and we take our goods back. Because, as far as I'm aware, a trade happens when you've received payment for the goods. They have not paid us. If we don't take the payment, we can say, oh, deal's off, we're taking the cauldron, we've had a better offer. And the better offer is, we know a town that's not oral worshipping, human sacrificing scumbags.
But we don't know how many of the worshippers there are. We could easily
Yeah, but
die.
do you think a bunch of evil occultist oral worshippers would just, like, give us our things back?
Well, they don't know that we're doing
How-
it because they're evil cultist oral worshippers.
How many people do
They
you think
seemed on
you
the-
could stop from harming you?
I don't...
What is the, what's the high number there, buddy?
It's a little bit of mega slipping out of slipping out of Solving.
Maybe we should just sleep on it.
In town with the people that kill people via lottery?
We can make a camp.
We need to be paid still.
Also, how are you going to hide that? It's like wrapped, but I can clearly tell it's a sword.
It can be a sword. Do people not have wrapped swords?
Do you think that people won't be able to tell that, like, it is
I'll put my backpack over it.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that helps. Do we really want to spend another night here when we know it could be dangerous?
Is it?
Or do we just want to leave?
Charlotte's gonna look very interested when you suggest we leave.
I think we should try and collect, and then if it's nothing, we leave. You know?
Was the collection today or
It
another
was
day?
tomorrow, isn't
Tomorrow.
it? Yeah.
It is tomorrow.
I will say it has been a while. You guys were paid for the delivery.
Yeah.
You even received payment for getting rid of the hag.
The only thing
Like,
we
the
haven't.
only thing you're waiting for now is
Is
the
the cauldron.
payment for the cauldron.
Yeah.
Which was like 5 or 10 gems
was a
that
lot,
were
yeah.
each 500.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we get to a place that sells equipment, could be massive.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm down to wait. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. I just look. I'm not super worried because I know I can run a whole lot faster than all of you.
That's true.
You want to do it,
I don't even know what you have going on.
I'll race you any day, bud.
It's the most 16-year-old thing
Hey,
you've said
look-
so far.
Have I showed you how fast this thing goes? I slam the shield. I go so fast.
You've not shown.
You see her write something in Solvy's journal looking at you, and she's just.
In
Yeah.
Solvy's journal?
Yeah,
she
Sylvie reads
ships
it,
it
and
back
then he
to
just
Sylvie.
like closes his journal. Just like a worried expression becomes even more worried.
So, okay. So, do we want to get paid and then leave, or do we want to like? I feel like the goalpost is moving on the justice.
Do you think you can deliver said justice?
I don't know. I mean, she had a super powerful weapon in her basement, but now she doesn't have that anymore.
Are we just
What kind of person has a super powerful weapon in their basement?
I say
Charlotte's
we
gonna
split
raise
up.
her hand.
Yes. You got super.
Where do
See,
you have
I
a
don't know if I could fight Charlotte. I feel like Charlotte is a bit
Under the
stronger. than me.
house.
So,
okay?
but I think that the four of us could fight someone as powerful as Charlotte. I mean, the five of us. If
Charlotte's
Charlotte
like.
was on both sides, then we could do it.
At any time, there's like 2 Charlottes, though. That's the thing.
That's right.
That
and
means
we
there'd
would
be
we'd have,
four
we'd have
Charlottes
those
in
2
one
Charlottes
Yeah,
on
instance.
What
On our
if
side.
they have a Charlotte? What if
Charlotte's gonna reach out for an imaginary high five and just.
Does that prevent us from needing to
You
do
reach
good?
out and you see.
Nice.
I mean, if you want to confront them, just be ready for the worst.
Okay.
We can always split up and, you know,
Again,
we can always have separate groups.
you're right.
A yay and a nay.
You guys can go and leave town. I can wait for payment and confront to have justice. I'll catch up to you on my shield.
This is what I need, like a safety rope
A kindergartner rope.
for you guys.
So you guys can leave
Both
town.
hands on the
I'll
rope.
catch up to. You guys can take my horse.
I will 1v everyone.
I
down.
can always know where my horse is, and I'll catch up to you on my shield.
It was just a thought.
No, it's a good thought. You guys, I mean, it's my religion.
That wasn't
I shouldn't
supposed to be
try-
the appealing choice because an
I shouldn't
entire
try-
town of people would be really hard, even for us plus Charlotte, to fight.
Oh, it's
Massacring an entire village of
Well, no,
indigenous
I'm not.
people?
I'm not.
Charlotte
killing everyone.
fights as hard as like 3 people, but there's got to be like at least
Entire village
50
of
plus
indigenous
people here.
Seems like the
No,
right thing to do.
I'm not killing the entire city.
But what if they're all in on the cultist
But
activity?
we haven't found that clue.
But if they are all, then that makes all of them evil,
I
and
have
then
found.
it's justified.
I have found one set of clues
The
for one
sun
person.
is getting real low, gang.
I go back to the inn.
You guys headed back to the inn, or are you guys leaving town?
I
I'm not sleeping out in the
Look,
cold.
if you
We shouldn't
guys
start
if you guys
evening
if you
anyway.
guys want to stay, I'll stay. Because traveling with you guys is a lot safer than without you guys. That's for sure.
What if we make camp on the outskirts?
But my and he's just gonna stop us. He's just sweet Balador. This is really this is just another one of your little tests. I feel it.
Swing low.
If you guys want to stay in town, we can stay in town. But this feels very dangerous.
bless these foreigner hearts. They do not know.
Okay, let's all sleep on it then.
At the inn.
Yeah, we all walk to the inn.
Okay.
Okay, we're sleeping on it. We're leaving tomorrow morning.
I'm definitely gonna be sneaking out.
After payment.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Payment.
leaving tomorrow
I
morning.
am definitely
yes.
gonna be
Not tonight.
sneaking out in the middle of the
Yep.
night. I just want to. Be
I've never really had money. I don't really care
That
for
is
it.
100% what he sounded like too. He said, "Yeah, we'll all sleep on it." His inflection was very
Okay.
clear that was his intent.
All right, so you
I
guys
can roll a deception
You're,
check if you
you're not going to sleep.
Roll,
No.
yeah, roll deception with your
Are we
voice.
still doing girls' room, boys' room, or are
That's
we all
a 14.
sleeping in the same room now?
14. Okay.
Passive insight,
Make
right? Or is that active insight? I don't know. You were kind of
Make a religion
suspicious.
check.
Make a religion check
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, is lying bad? Oh,
Oh no! Lying to your
7.
Is it bad if it's in service of a greater good?
You've only ever talked to your grandfather. You've only ever spoken.
God Granddaddy?
You've only ever spoken to him
Grandgodfather?
once under one set of circumstances.
Oh, I was asleep. Oh, sleeping on it. Sleeping on it might be a great idea. I say all that out loud. And I'm gonna lay down my shield and zip back to the end with its 80 speed.
Oh.
You just start
my God.
drifting your shield across the snowbanks. You get back to the door. You like like pick it up in your hands. All right. I need wisdom saving throws from everybody who is going to sleep.
Okay.
For a second, I thought that was based off me scooting away.
Here, check those out. They've been charging.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I got a 5.
5.
Yep.
7.
May I roll yours?
7. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled like 2 nat 20s earlier. I'm fine
Natural
with it.
1.
Natural 1.
Oh no!
Something tells me I'm not gonna see God
12.
Granddaddy.
12.
That's
Okay.
so bright.
Yeah, I like them.
You
Hella.
will start over here.
Hold
Bummer.
up. We can make them brighter.
You are
Charge.
They're pretty bright.
Yo,
as is.
standing over what
They are
you
really
know
bright.
to be Fennel's bed.
Okay.
You see the wrapped form of the sword lying next to him.
Alright.
What do you do?
It. Wait, like I'm
You're
I'm
standing
standing
over
over
Fennel's
Fennel's
bed.
bed. I went to bed and I'm standing over Fennel's bed.
Uh-huh. And you see sword's wrapped up right next to him.
I'll pick up the wrapped sword.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Do I feel like I have any use for it yet, or no? I still don't. I'm like touching the wrapped part too.
Feels like a long sword.
Is he still asleep?
He is.
He's taking a meter him. I'm going to take the wrapped sword, and I'm going to go back to my room, because that's not my room, right?
No.
Fennel's room is not my room. I'm gonna go back to my room, and I'm going to unwrap it in my room.
You see the dark, jagged, crystalline blade.
I'll wrap it back up, and I'll put it next to my bed, and I'll stare at it for a second. Then I'll lay down back in my bed.
Thought pops in your head. What do you do when he wakes up?
What do I do when he wakes up?
Yeah.
Is that the thought that pops into my
Yeah.
head?
What are you gonna do when he wakes up and the sword's gone?
I took it to look at it in the night. Charlotte kind of like is surprised at the thought even occurring, and simply thinks back that she'll tell the truth.
An idea pops in your head. You should kill him.
She's gonna try to follow that train of logic.
You might have to give the sword back.
But she can't use the sword.
You know how powerful this is. He doesn't.
She drops the sword.
You're not holding it.
She's not
I can't believe I told you that! You don't know what?
Yeah. You should kill him.
You're the one who knew it. Why you took it?
I don't know.
I mean, let's think about it. Fennel? Is he even capable of grasping how important this thing is? How powerful
Charlotte's
this thing
heart is racing as she's sitting looking at it, not holding it.
He's a fool. He's an idiot. You've proved that. By the very nature of your relationship to each other. You've proved that he is a complete and total incompetent. You should kill him.
Charlotte looks under the notes that she has on each person. Does it say anything underneath Fennel's name of like
Says he
idiot
deserves it.
frowny?
It says
It says he deserves it.
What's under my name?
It says easily manipulated. Out of curiosity. Under Theo's name.
Accurate.
It says easily manipulated.
They're not like roasts.
No,
It says
it's
he
truthful.
deserves it.
It says he
underneath
deserves it.
Fennel's name.
Yeah.
Am I dreaming right? Is Charlotte dreaming? Charlotte's gonna check.
Look, if you know anything to be true, life's for the strong. And with this, you could be stronger. With Fennel, it's a waste.
Charlotte's gonna go back to Fennel's room after laying.
You've got the sword in your hand. It's just lying there.
You gonna flip a coin on it?
Evens are odds, baby. Evens are odds.
This, I want to clarify. We did boys and girls. So she's in a room with
I'm
the three
with
of
the
us
girls,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
right now.
She came in twice.
and I want to
left
kill
once.
Fennel.
Yeah. You're standing there over his bed with the sword in your hand, and
Oh.
And
God,
everyone's asleep.
yeah, and God, his mouth breathing is so irritating. It's
you
almost
sleep?
like the buzzing of a fly.
That's it.
I want to swing the sword.
Okay, wait.
Are you swinging it towards him?
I want to stab the sword into the mattress where Fennel isn't
Okay.
to see if it alleviates.
I need you to
the-
make a strength saving throw.
easy.
Are you gonna roll for this?
Evens are odds.
What'd you get?
With my bonuses, that is a 8.
Yes.
It's a 2 on the die.
The sword diverts from its path and cleaves directly where the soft, fleshy bits of his jaw connect, and you have bisected his head. You see his...
Did me like
You see his tongue presses up against the
Palette?
front edge of the sword, separated from his palate.
Gotcha. Wrong side.
Yeah, Charlotte just stands there. She doesn't do anything. She just stands there holding the sword over his bleeding corpse, I guess.
Does anyone hear this?
Does anyone hear any of that shit?
Nope. Fennel's eyes open to look at you, and you wake up the next morning.
You were this close! You were this close!
Dang.
I
Thea.
I thought you were gonna die.
I
Danger.
I need you.
Thea.
Yeah.
You awaken once again in this large, snowy expanse, like
Oh,
this
thank goodness.
winter wonderland.
Oh, excuse me.
You see a little dot above you
I
in the
look
sky.
up.
It's growing larger.
Oh, I'll sidestep it like Wile E. Coyote in one of those cartoons.
As you're sidestepping, it keeps getting bigger, and your brain begins to fill in what's happening here. Something massive is falling towards you. It looks small because of how far away it is. This thing's huge.
I guess I'm gonna start running.
As you start running and running, you are looking up, and it just keeps getting bigger. Like, there is almost no way running alone is going to get you out from underneath this thing. As it's getting closer, it looks like a person.
Oh, do I recognize the person?
The clothes seem familiar. Sort of a velvety red.
Okay. I still don't want to be crushed by a person, even if it's someone that I think I know. So I'm gonna like put my shield down to like jet off, and like also cast gust behind me as to like try and like even go faster.
You're just cutting through the snow on your shield. And you just barely, as it comes crashing down into this massive snowbank, just barely manage to avoid getting clipped. This large figure lays down and starts making snow angels of incomprehensible size to you. And just as you feel the ground shake as mountains of snow are brought up by the arms and legs movement on either side.
Hello?
Oh?
Hello?
Oh! You are just... And a truly enormous hand starts reaching out to you. It picks you up in like its palm. And it's... You feel as though you're standing almost on a continent. Yeah, you look up at the... A little bigger than that. A lot bigger than that.
A lot bigger than that.
Hey there, little guy.
Hi. I have some questions.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I found someone who's doing evil.
Well, hold on. Let me come down there.
Okay. to your own hand?
And you see, it's almost like Mario. It's almost like boop, boop, boop. Like it just starts shrinking down, until eventually, he just sets you down and he's your size again.
So,
Your grandfather, Relivar Dunavian.
my friends and I are in this town called East Haven.
I'm familiar.
And we've heard some rumors and I had done some investigating.
Mm-hmm.
My friends helped me with the investigating part. They're a little bit sharper than I am.
Oh, you're perfect just the way you are.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, we found... Did anyone ever fucking say the word? You knew it. You don't speak. You
The only other person who
called
heard
it
the
dark
word.
ice. Right?
I don't think you even gave it a
I didn't give it a name. I know that we call it
Just
Dark
demonic.
Eyes.
Demonic. Okay.
Yeah, it's like fiendish.
So there are two disturbing rumors that we've been able to investigate. One, and we're pretty sure the innkeep as a worshipper of Oral.
Did you kill her?
Well, that's the thing, is I said we should, and my friends...
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, my friends had a larger concern, which was that they thought maybe the whole town also worshipped Oral, because they heard about, like, these sacrifices that they're killing people with a lottery. And they're like, well, if the whole town's worshipping Oral... well, first, I don't know if that's worshipping. Is that worshipping? Or is that, like, appeasing?
Performing in rituals is worship.
Oh, that makes sense. So, they were saying, if we should kill the white dragonborn who runs the wet trout, because she worships Oral, should we kill the whole town? And I don't know if we
A
can...
large hand clasps on your shoulder and just sort of shakes you a little bit.
Yeah?
You immediately feel like the warmth of hot cocoa.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Walk with me.
Oh, okay.
So, remember the talk we had last time?
Yeah, you said my dad was a disappointment.
No.
And
The other part. About how, you know,
Oh,
inaction in the face of evil is evil.
right, that's why we killed the hag.
Would you say that, sure, maybe not every townsperson is getting together to kill people in the name of Oral, but they're all certainly abiding by it. That makes them very naughty.
Okay, so when I wake up, I should try to kill everyone in the town?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The most good thing to do in this situation is to put all of them to the blade.
There's a lot of them, and I'm more than willing to try.
Imagine, if you will.
Yes.
God damn my brain! I'm sitting here going. She's chasing the pews in the church corridor.
Okay.
Imagine, if you will, how evil it is to abide by slaughter. Now imagine how evil that would make you, my dear grandson, if you allowed it to continue.
So, I guess that makes sense. In that situation, would it be better to kill the person who's doing the slaughtering? Because then all the people who were abiding by it wouldn't be abiding by it anymore.
Best to be safe than sorry.
Alright,
Kill
so...
them all.
Just talked about how we shouldn't, like, even
Unleash
with
the dogs.
You agreed we shouldn't kill the town.
Dogs of war.
Like, the innkeeper maybe, but the town, because you said even with Charlotte.
Okay, could you wake me up now?
I'm sorry.
Well, if I'm going to be killing everyone in the town, I think that the easiest way to do that would be to light it on fire.
Oh, do you have, like, other questions? Or... It's just so infrequent that I get to talk to my favorite grandson.
Oh, thank you. I guess the only other question, weird sword hanging in the basement of the innkeeper who's a servant of Oral. It was just floating in the air, looked like ice, but it was like shiny. It didn't look like holy ice, and it hurt me when I touched it.
Ah. That's problematic.
Yeah, generally things that hurt you when you touch them aren't good.
You should probably steer clear of such a infernal device.
So I should just, like, avoid it?
If it were to drive you mad, I'd have to change your listing.
Okay. That makes sense. So when you say steer clear of it, I shouldn't use it, clearly. I mean, it hurts me when I touch it. Should I try and tell my friends not to use it?
What will they use it for?
Well, if they're with me, probably killing evil people.
Then that's objectively good.
I hate this man so much.
Alright! You've made things
He's
so
drawn on
clear.
me.
Things are very simple if you think about them for any amount of time.
Alright, it's as clear as ice. I'm ready to go.
Absolutely.
Do I wake up?
No?
That's unfortunate.
Did you have any other questions for me? The shared liminal space happens so infrequently.
It's happened twice in 2 nights.
Well, yeah.
And of
But,
all the
like,
nights you've gone to
2 nights of the last 8 years? How old are you?
8 years old, and he's telling him to slaughter a
No,
poo.
I'm out of character chronically. Have we decided that I'm 16 now?
I think so.
I think you're a child, right?
Okay.
16.
I'm 16.
You're 16.
Yeah.
Ah. Make an insight check.
What? He doesn't know how old 16 is? What do you...
Make an insight check.
10.
10. Okay, it just seems like he didn't know how old you were. He was So you had no other questions?
You know, I feel like I did. And then I feel like I out loud said that I'm writing this down.
Did you want to ask about your father?
Oh.
Oh, do you want an answer for that shit, though?
So,
If your father was in
is
the-
my father... Is my... You said he was a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Is he evil?
You see,
Which list is he on?
a snowbank sort of forms up and into a seat, and he sits down, his big red velvety coat, and the winning smile disappears from his face. Have a seat.
Oh, okay. He said have a seat, so I sat down.
Is this the first time you've been in my little town? He puts his arm on your shoulder and he goes, "Didn't want to have this talk until you were older."
Well, you did only think I was 8.
True, you are. In a way, you've become much older now. Oh. Your father was on an assignment for me.
Like, you told him to do a job?
Yes.
Oh.
Many years ago, my nemesis, if you will, violated the terms of our long ago accepted contract amongst the gods and moved to the material plane.
Which nemesis is that?
I feel like in your heart, you know the answer.
It's oral, isn't it? I just wanted to make sure. I had a feeling, but...
You always impress me with your intelligence. Now, this rival of mine, Oral, had been brought to the material plane. And this violated the ceasefire. So I sent your father to eliminate Oral.
And he did. He did.
All that has happened since then has come about due to your father's inaction. This will be complicated for you to hear.
Okay.
All of the feelings you feel about Oral, the things that Oral has done, the justice that she so richly deserves,
Mm-hmm.
belong in some measure to your father as well.
Oof. Why didn't... So, is that the reason why it's so snowy?
The reason your people suffered such hardship.
Wait, but if Oral wasn't here, these townspeople wouldn't be sacrificing people to her. I mean, the Dragonborn would probably still be worshipping Oral, because, I mean, that seems like a long-standing thing. But...
You're beginning to grasp in your heart the totality of your father's sin.
He messed up. Ah!
Your father isn't just evil. And you see he takes a list from behind his back and he unrolls it. You see that he does not unroll it far from the top.
Oh, no.
You see that your father, there's a list of names. Do you read Sylvan?
Yes. Well, I can speak Sylvan.
You see that among the list of names, your father's comes third.
That's far up the list. What's the first two?
Your father has done more. You see the first is Oral the Frost Maiden.
Okay, that makes sense.
You see the second
Dripped.
is the name Yonder Sunstar.
Out of character, that's the motherfucker with the Red Wizards of Thay, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy who is, like, ruining the entire universe?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. And then my dad?
It's third, yes.
Is Drift fourth? I need to know.
Oh lord, is Rowan on?
Is Rowan on there?
You see Rowan falls somewhere in 10th.
That's
But you don't know that
really
name.
I know.
You see many names you don't recognize.
Any names you want to tell the world?
Many names I want to tell them.
That my character considers evil?
Not right now.
Okay. Can I
This will make for
look
fun
at the
physical
top couple of these and memorize them? That way, in case I ever meet them, I'll know that I should take action.
In good time.
Oh, okay.
First, we have to officially swear our oath.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that. Well,
Don't worry. Your greatest powers will come in time.
Okay. What if I die while I'm trying to kill an entire town?
You die in the best way one possibly can.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to wake up now, so I can kill the town.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm really trying to wake up now. I smack myself. Usually that works in dreams. I'm dreaming.
Here, let me try. You feel the might of the entire cosmos rotating and spinning and slamming into the side of your face. You feel as though your atoms will rip to pieces, and you wake up. You wake up the following morning.
Oh, it's the morning?
You snooze too good.
Last but not least,
It is 7:50.
Ronnie, tell me a little bit about home.
Home? That's a very hard question because it involves two of us, but I'm just going to make it up on the spot and you're just going to go along with it, okay?
That is improv.
Yep.
Lots
That's
of
it.
green grasslands, a little tiny little forest area. When we were growing up, the kids were kind of just sent out to do and experience the world, whatever. Always home before sundown, and it was kind of a community effort to raise us. So if you no matter whose kid or which adult you saw, you knew who they were, and they if you needed help, they would always take care of you. If you were hungry, they would feed you. If you had weird questions about the entire world and ethereal society, they would be there for you. But that's home. It's just a community.
You are younger. This is a time in your life before sort of the goal was clear. This idea of becoming stronger. Becoming the strongest. Before that really solidified.
So really young.
You're running through this sort of patch of grassland that sort of rolls over a hill. And you see, just as you're crusting over this hill, you see a large ring of dead grass, stained black. Standing in the center of it, you see your brother. You see Fennel.
I give him a shout. Fen! Fen! What are you doing?
One of the weird
I wanna
things
come.
about this dream logic is Fennel now. Like, Fennel is the fully adult Fennel. You are at this tender, sort of young age that does not strike you as odd in this moment.
Okay.
Fennel makes no moves whatsoever.
I run towards him.
You run towards him, and as you get to the edges of this grass, you realize that the edge where it has died, there is a distinct nip in the air. There is a frost, a chill. Distinctly different and suddenly changed from the sort of year-round, sunny, clear air of the Feywild. You know that's possible in the Feywild. The Feywild reacts to your emotions, which gives you an amount of pause about what Fennel might be feeling right now.
I stick my hand within the circle, and then I pull it out, kind of shiver, and then I look up at Fen, and I sort of just waddle in there, and I'm like, Fen, Mom says it's time to go back for dinner. Fen, and I try and grab his hand.
You grab at his hand. It breaks off in yours.
I shriek.
You see this hand as you toss it is just ice. It is just almost a ice sculpture of his hand that you've broken off and that you toss. And you see your brother begins to crack across the surface of himself, and pieces just start falling off. And you watch as the head and just starts sliding off the neck and onto the ground and tumbles to your feet.
I narrow my eyes, and then I look around, and I'm like, Fen, this is another joke. This is not funny. This is not funny. No more minor illusion. I try and put it back together.
As you're just grasping at pieces, they're just breaking in your hands, and you see it is melting, and it's just sort of running down your arms. You can see, as the ice melts, it is turning red and just sort of running down your hands.
Dude, we're not gonna be pro you keeping the sword, man. We're
I'm gonna
Hey,
run to
listen.
get an adult.
I'm good though.
As you go to
sleeping
run,
like a baby.
you feel that your feet do not leave the ground. You look down and you see there is a crust of ice spreading up your legs.
No. And then I start brushing at my feet, and I try and break it.
You see that the crust is beginning to form into the shape of arms that are just sort of grasping.
Do they look like Ben's arms?
They do. You then see the frozen visage of your brother. Sort of, the puddle is refreezing and forming up to form his face, then head, then neck, then torso. As he looks up at you and you look down, and you just hear, I will take you with me. After all, you said you want to come too.
Tears are streaming.
They're freezing on your cheeks.
Fen, this is not funny. I'm trying to wiggle free and I'm trying to hit my hands away all at once.
It's not funny.
Stop it!
It's family.
Stop it!
And you wake up.
I love this.
I'll go ahead and say, because of the weird circumstances of your waking up, you wake up, let's say, like, it's still dark, dawn hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
They're up at dawn.
So it's near dawn.
Yeah, because
so
of
it's not dawn yet.
because you went up and got slapped by God. I'll say that you're able to get up before dawn. It's still dark.
So you have a head start. Whatever you're going to accomplish
We-
gets
Whatever
done.
shenaniganery.
The only other person who wakes up at the same time, that's fine, is back.
Is it time?
It is time to
One
roll
last
the
Hey! Stabby time!
We're about
What
to
do you do?
The sword's not next to you.
It is right there in your bed where you left it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it was
unwrap
not
it.
real.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
You get up. You're like, okay. Your thoughts are like, how to burn this town. You look over. You see Fennel sits up in bed, grabs the sword, unwraps it,
Can I?
and you watch as his entire body is coated in dark ice. And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Let's go.
His entire body, like, flash freezes. And we'll pick up there next time.
I guess in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have told the person with the madness sword. And saying, but like, what am I gonna do? I'm in the snow!
Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. Appreciate it. Love you lots. Anybody have anything they want to say?
I'm ready.
Fuck around with cursed objects.
Come dice with us. Come dice with us next time.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.